Oh my God, Pisces. You are not going to believe what just came through for you. I literally just pulled the death card, and my hands are still shaking because this is about your shadow, and it's not what you think. Listen to me right now. Everyone thinks embracing your shadow means becoming dark and scary, but actually it means becoming powerful beyond your wildest dreams. I've been doing readings for 15 years, and I have never seen shadow work energy this intense for Pisces. And here's the thing that's going to blow your mind. Your shadow isn't your enemy, it's your gold mine. The death card just fell out of my deck before I even started shuffling. That doesn't happen by accident. Something is dying in your life right now and you think it's terrible, but it's actually the most beautiful thing that could happen to you. You know what's crazy? I had 3 Pisces clients this week who all said the same thing. I feel like I'm falling apart, but then they each had the most incredible breakthrough. Their shadow work led to their biggest success. Here's what's happening in the next 3 to 6 months. You're going to discover parts of yourself that you've been hiding since childhood, and those parts are going to become your superpower. The comments are already going crazy, and I haven't even started the full reading yet. You guys are feeling this energy too. Pisces, I need you to understand something. Your intuition has been trying to tell you something for months now, and you keep ignoring it because you think it's too dark or too scary. But that voice, that uncomfortable feeling, that's your power calling. Let me tell you about Sarah. She's a Pisces who came to me 6 months ago. She was terrified of her anger, thought it made her a bad person. But when she finally embraced that fire inside her, she quit her toxic job, started her own business, and is now making more money than she ever dreamed possible. The death card is staring at me right now, and it's not about endings. It's about transformation. Your shadow holds every single thing you've ever wanted but were too afraid to claim. Your power, your voice, your boundaries, your ability to say no, your sexual energy, your rage, your ability to demand what you deserve. Oh wait, I'm getting chills. Another card just practically jumped out. This is insane. The 5 of Pentacles is here, and I know what you're thinking. That's about poverty and struggle, but no. In shadow work, the 5 of Pentacles represents the wealth you've been denying yourself because you think you don't deserve it. Pisces, you have been playing small your entire life because you were taught that being powerful meant being mean, but that's the biggest lie ever told. Your shadow contains your ability to be fierce and loving at the same time, to be spiritual and wealthy at the same time, to be soft and strong at the same time. The energy is building. I can feel it through the screen. You're getting goosebumps right now, aren't you? Here's what most people don't understand about Pisces shadow work. You think your darkness is about being cruel or selfish, but actually it's about being authentic. It's about stopping the people-pleasing that's been draining your life force. That part of you that gets irritated when people take advantage of your kindness, that's not your shadow. That's your wisdom trying to protect you. That part of you that secretly wants to be recognized for your talents instead of always supporting everyone else, that's not selfishness. That's your destiny calling. The 5 of Pentacles is showing me something incredible. You've been spiritually wealthy but materially struggling because you think money is dirty. But your shadow knows the truth. Money is just energy, and you deserve to have all the energy flowing to you. I'm getting messages from the universe so fast I can barely keep up. This is wild. Your shadow work is going to happen in 3 phases over the next 6 months, and I'm seeing it so clearly right now. Phase 1 is happening right now. You're going to start noticing when you betray yourself, when you say yes but mean no, when you smile but feel angry, when you give your power away to keep the peace.
Phase 2 starts in about 6 to 8 weeks. You're going to feel uncomfortable because you're going to start speaking up. You're going to start setting boundaries. People are going to be shocked because they're used to the old you. Phase 3 is where the magic happens. Around month 4 or 5, you're going to integrate your shadow and your light and become the most powerful version of yourself. But here's the thing that's making me emotional. You're going to have to grieve the old you, the people pleaser, the one who always put everyone else first, the one who thought being powerful meant being bad. The death card is showing me that old version of you is dying right now, and it might feel scary, but it's the most beautiful death ever because it's making room for your true self. Oh my God, another card just fell out. This is getting intense. The King of Swords is here, and this is huge for your shadow work. Everyone expects Pisces to be all about emotions and water energy, but your shadow contains intellectual power that you've been hiding. You have opinions, strong opinions, about justice, about truth, about what's right and wrong, but you've been keeping them to yourself because you don't want to rock the boat. The King of Swords in your shadow work means you're going to start speaking truth, even when it's uncomfortable. You're going to start making decisions with your head and your heart together. This is the part of you that can see through people's lies, that knows when someone is manipulating you, that can cut through emotional manipulation with laser precision. Your shadow contains your ability to be logical and intuitive at the same time, to make business decisions that are both smart and spiritually aligned, to set boundaries that are both firm and loving. I'm seeing you in a meeting or a conversation in the next few weeks where you're going to surprise everyone, including yourself, by speaking up with such clarity and power that people are going to be like, "Who is this person?" The old you would have stayed quiet, would have gone along to get along, but your shadow integration is going to make you speak up. And here's what's beautiful. When you start owning your King of Swords energy, you're going to attract people who respect your boundaries instead of people who try to cross them. The Death card and the King of Swords together are telling me that your old pattern of avoiding conflict is dying and being replaced with your ability to engage in healthy conflict. You're going to learn the difference between being mean and being clear, between being aggressive and being assertive, between being harsh and being honest. Your shadow work is going to teach you that you can be spiritual and successful, loving and logical, gentle and strong. Oh, this is giving me chills. I just saw a vision of you 6 months from now, and you are so different. You're standing taller, speaking clearer, making decisions faster, and people are treating you with so much more respect. But here's what's going to challenge you. Some people in your life are not going to like your transformation. They're going to try to guilt you back into the old patterns. They're going to say things like, "You've changed," or "You're not the same person." And you're going to have to decide, do you want to be liked or do you want to be respected? Do you want to be comfortable or do you want to be powerful? The King of Swords is telling me you're going to choose power every single time. Members are flooding my DMs right now saying they're already feeling this shift. They can sense their King of Swords energy awakening. Let me tell you something that's going to change your life. Your shadow contains every single talent you've been too humble to claim, every piece of wisdom you've been too scared to share, every dream you've been too realistic to pursue. I'm pulling another card and the energy is so intense right now. The Tower is here and I'm not even surprised because shadow work is Tower energy. It's about destroying the false structures in your life to make room for your truth. But here's what's different about Tower energy and shadow work. It's not happening to you. It's happening through you. You are the one bringing down the walls that have been keeping you small. The Tower in your shadow work means you're going to destroy the belief that you have to choose between being spiritual and being successful, between being loving and being powerful, between being intuitive and being logical. You're going to demolish the idea that you have to sacrifice your dreams to take care of everyone else, that you have to be poor to be pure, that you have to be weak to be good. The Tower is showing me that in the next 2 to 3 months, something in your life is going to collapse, and it's going to be the best thing that ever happened to you. Maybe it's a relationship that's been draining you. Maybe it's a job that's been undervaluing you. Maybe it's a belief system that's been limiting you. But whatever it is, it's going down. And when it falls, you're going to feel liberated in a way you haven't felt since you were a child. The Tower in shadow work is about destroying the prison you built around your own power. And Pisces, you have been in prison. You've been imprisoned by your own kindness, by your own empathy, by your own desire to make everyone else happy while you suffer in silence. But your shadow is the key to your freedom, and it's time to use it. The Tower is showing me that your shadow work is going to be visible to everyone around you. People are going to see you changing, and it's going to inspire some and threaten others. You're going to start saying no without explaining yourself. You're going to start asking for what you want without apologizing. You're going to start taking up space without making yourself smaller. And some people are going to be shocked because they thought you were just naturally a doormat. They didn't realize you were choosing to be accommodating, and now you're choosing to be powerful. The Tower energy is telling me that your shadow work is going to happen fast, like lightning striking. One day, you're going to wake up and just know that you're done with the old patterns. You're going to look in the mirror and see someone different, someone who loves themselves enough to set boundaries, someone who values themselves enough to ask for more, someone who trusts themselves enough to take risks. Oh my God, I just got hit with such a powerful vision. I'm seeing you in about 4 months, and you're having a conversation with someone who used to walk all over you, and you're just calmly and clearly telling them no, and they're completely stunned because they never expected you to stand up for yourself. The Tower is bringing down every single wall between you and your power, and your power is magnificent. Your shadow contains your ability to be a leader, to be a healer who doesn't take on everyone's pain, to be a teacher who shares wisdom without giving away your energy for free. Wait, I'm getting another card, and the energy is shifting. This is beautiful. The star is coming through, and this is perfect after the Tower, because the star represents the hope and healing that comes after the destruction. The star in your shadow work means that all this transformation is leading to something incredible. You're going to become a beacon of light for other people who are ready to embrace their own power. But here's what's magical about the star in shadow work. It's not just about being a light. It's about being a light that's been tested by darkness and came out stronger. You're going to be the person who can help others navigate their shadow work because you've been through it. You faced your own darkness and integrated it into your light. The star is showing me that your shadow work is going to lead to a calling, a mission, a purpose that's bigger than just personal transformation. You're going to help other Pisces, other empaths, other sensitive souls learn how to be powerful without losing their compassion, how to be successful without losing their spirituality. The star energy is telling me that your shadow work is going to make you famous in your field, whatever your field is, because you're going to be the one who figured out how to be both spiritual and successful. People are going to come to you for advice, for healing, for guidance, because you're going to be living proof that you can embrace your shadow and still be a good person. The star is showing me that your shadow work is going to be profitable, not just spiritually, but financially, because people are going to pay for the wisdom you've gained through your transformation. In about 8 to 10 months, I'm seeing you launching something, a business, a program, a service that's completely aligned with your authentic self, the self that includes both your light and your shadow. The star is telling me that your shadow work is going to lead to recognition, to success, to abundance, to everything you've ever wanted but were too scared to claim. But here's the most beautiful part. You're going to deserve all of it because you've done the work. You've faced your fears. You've integrated your darkness. You've become whole. The star energy is making me emotional because I can see how happy you're going to be, how fulfilled, how aligned, how powerful. You're going to wake up every morning excited about your life instead of dreading it. You're going to make decisions from a place of strength instead of fear. You're going to attract people who celebrate your power instead of trying to diminish it. The comments are going absolutely wild right now. People are saying they can feel the star energy just from watching this reading. Let me tell you something that's going to blow your mind. Your shadow work is going to affect everyone around you. Your family, your friends, your coworkers. They're all going to be inspired by your transformation. Some of them are going to start their own shadow work journey because they see how amazing you become when you embrace your full self. The star is showing me that you're going to become the example, the proof, the inspiration, that it's possible to be both spiritual and successful, both loving and powerful, both intuitive and logical. You're going to be the person who breaks the mold, who shows everyone that you don't have to choose between being good and being great. Oh my God, I just got hit with another vision. I'm seeing you speaking, teaching, sharing your story, and there are hundreds of people listening because your shadow work journey is going to help so many others. The star is telling me that your shadow work is going to be your legacy, the thing you're remembered for, the contribution you make to the world. But it all starts with you, with your willingness to look at the parts of yourself you've been hiding, to love the parts of yourself you've been rejecting, to integrate the parts of yourself you've been denying. Your shadow is not your enemy. It's your ally. It's your teacher. It's your power source. And when you finally embrace it fully, you're going to be unstoppable. The star energy is telling me that your shadow work is going to last for the rest of your life. But the major breakthrough is happening in the next 6 months. By the end of this year, you're going to be a completely different person. You're going to be the person you were always meant to be, the person you were before the world told you to be small, the person you were before you learned to hide your power. The star is showing me that your shadow work is going to be joyful, not just difficult, because you're going to love discovering all the amazing parts of yourself that you've been keeping hidden. You're going to feel like you're meeting yourself for the first time, like you're coming home to yourself, like you're finally free to be who you really are. And the best part is, this is just the beginning. Your shadow work is going to keep revealing new layers of power and wisdom and magic for years to come. The star energy is making me so excited for you because I can see how incredible your life is going to be when you stop hiding from your own power. You're going to be wealthy in every way, financially, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, because you're going to be aligned with your true self. The star is telling me that your shadow work is going to be fast. Like once you start, it's going to accelerate rapidly because you've been ready for this transformation for a long time. Your soul has been calling you to this work. Your higher self has been preparing you for this breakthrough, and now it's time. The star is showing me that your shadow work is going to be supported by the universe. You're going to get signs and synchronicities and messages that confirm you're on the right path. You're going to meet the right people at the right time. You're going to find the right resources when you need them. You're going to get the right opportunities to practice your new power. The star energy is telling me that your shadow work is going to be healing, not just for you, but for your entire family line. You're going to break generational patterns of powerlessness and people-pleasing. You're going to be the one who says no more to the pattern of sacrificing yourself for everyone else. And that's going to free future generations of your family to be powerful too. The star is showing me that your shadow work is going to be your gift to the world, your way of making the world a better place, by showing everyone that it's possible to be both good and great. And here's the most beautiful part. You're going to enjoy being powerful. You're going to love setting boundaries. You're going to feel amazing when you stop people-pleasing. The star energy is telling me that your shadow work is going to make you magnetic. People are going to be drawn to your energy because you're going to be so authentic and so aligned. You're going to attract the right people who appreciate your power instead of trying to diminish it, who celebrate your success instead of trying to sabotage it, who support your growth instead of trying to keep you small. The star is showing me that your shadow work is going to be profitable in ways you can't even imagine. Because when you're aligned with your true self, everything flows more easily. Money, opportunities, relationships, health, happiness, it's all going to improve because you're going to be operating from your authentic power instead of your learned helplessness. The star energy is making me cry tears of joy because I can see how beautiful your life is going to be, how fulfilling, how meaningful, how powerful. You're going to wake up every day grateful for your life instead of wishing you were someone else. You're going to make decisions from love instead of fear. You're going to create from inspiration instead of obligation. The star is telling me that your shadow work is going to connect you to your life purpose, your soul mission, your divine calling. You're going to understand why you came to this planet, what you're here to do, how you're meant to serve, and it's going to be incredible. My private community is having a complete meltdown over this energy. They're saying they've never felt anything this powerful before. The star energy is showing me one final message. Your shadow work is going to be complete, like you're not going to be doing this forever. There's going to be a point where you feel integrated and whole and powerful. And from that place of completion, you're going to be able to help others, to teach others, to inspire others, to show others that they can do it too. The star is telling me that your shadow work is going to be your masterpiece, your greatest achievement, your most important work. Because when you embrace your shadow and integrate it with your light, you become unstoppable. You become unlimited. You become everything you were meant to be. Pisces, your shadow is not something to fear. It's something to celebrate because it contains all the power you've been searching for outside of yourself. Your shadow holds your boundaries, your voice, your standards, your dreams, your ambitions, your fire, your passion, your ability to say no. And when you finally embrace all of that, you're going to be the most powerful version of yourself you've ever been. The cards are done speaking for now, but the energy is still so strong. I can feel it through the screen. You're already starting to change just from hearing this reading. Your shadow work starts right now with the decision to stop hiding from your own power, with the commitment to start honoring your true self, with the courage to embrace all of who you are. And I'm telling you, this is going to be the most transformative 6 months of your entire life. Subscribe now because your future depends on it. The universe is speaking to you through these cards, and you need to pay attention. If you want more of this energy, you know where to find me. But more importantly, you know where to find yourself, in your shadow, in your power, in your truth. The comments are going absolutely crazy, and I can feel all of your energy shifting together. This is magic happening in real time. Your shadow work journey starts now, Pisces, and I'm so excited to see who you become.